Hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. You're with the Love Doctor. Thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for being a part. I'm so glad you're here. Now we're going to go back into the book. I wanted to go back into the book. If you haven't gotten the book, this is the book I would like you to buy that I wrote about my relationship with Micheal Jordan. And that's what we're going through the chapters and talking about the various things. Give you a little bit about the book, something I think you'll get an interest in. Now, again, I just want to let you know a quick overview. I talk about this because of the lies that was out there about me through all these blogs, through the media, that the relationship didn't exist. So I would love and appreciate if you get the book so that I can help more people understand why we do what we do, what happens, and what's going on in these various type of relationships where it involves a lot of lying and deceit and confusion. Now, I'm on chapter 5, and that is the air of love. Now, that chapter, now, as you see, I just put a video up about your being in your own way when it comes to love and recognizing the type of loves. And I'm going to go back and forth from the book and then helping you. And I'm going to go live, so make sure you watch out for that. Now, the air of love was, and I call it that because by that time, I believed that Micheal was my soulmate. I believed that he was the one for me. I believe we had a strong bond. I believe the relationship was secure. Yeah, it was secure. I wasn't concerned about other women. I didn't think about other women. I wasn't jealous. I wasn't thinking about what he did or what he didn't do. But this particular night was very strange. It was a very strange conversation that I had with him. And this conversation was, it was about his love for me. But there's other things that went on. I'm not going to tell you so much. I want you to, read into the book because it is kind of like somewhat of a tearjerker. The reason I'm talking about this particular part is soulmate. So I'm going into that because I want to talk about what's a soulmate. Or either just loving someone. I'm going to do more of a talk of what is love and being in love because there's a difference. And at the time, I believe I was in love with Micheal. And here's why I'm going to explain to you about that. So when you love someone, when you just love someone, you can love many. You can bring other people into your life. You can desire other people. You can spend time with other people, have more relationships with other people because you're loving many. When you're in love, when you're truly in love, you just love one. You have no desire for another person. You're not interested in another person. This person satisfies all your desires, satisfies all your needs. Pretty much you believe they fulfill those needs. They make you happy. You're secure. You enjoy the relationship. You're excited about that relationship. And I will say that at that time, now you got to remember now, guys, you're dealing with a young lady that was in her 20s when this relationship took place, okay? Because you all get caught up in this thinking it's now. This is not now. This is when I was in my 20s. And when we're in our 20s, we can truly find true love But I promise you, you're still going to be going through growing pains because you're still maturing. You're still probably making sure you're in the business you want to be working in, or living where you want to live. You probably don't even have the house you want yet. You're not quite stable. You may still be at home with your parents. You're still deciding a lot. But if you're one of those persons who was me, I had my own place. I had my own place by the time, let me correct this. I moved out when I was 18. I went to college and I had my own apartment. So it's a different time day to day. But I had my own place. I was on my own. Do you hear me? But by the time I got to Chicago, I had my own apartment. And I didn't have a roommate. I didn't want a roommate. Because I know how people are. Some people are just plain nasty. Do you hear me? And I'm a neat freak. I like cleanliness. So you can't be around me if you're not clean. So I'm just saying. So I would say I would believe I could recognize love. I don't think I knew enough of how to love someone. I do believe that I was at the stage of really truly learning how to love someone. Because in your 20s, you remember you were doing everything that you want to do as a single individual, just enjoying life, and you're not expecting to run across somebody that makes you so happy and that you love them so, and you or fall in love, you know, and that's what happened. So when I did the book, I wrote about this particular scene of a phone call that he and I had. And the phone call, I realized at that time, that night, that he truly loved me. But it was still some hesitance in it. And so what I want to say about love is that we can prepare ourselves to be ready for a relationship. We can prepare ourselves to love someone because we believe we have the time and we're ready. But when I look back at that time in my 20s, I may have been in love, but maybe he was not. Now, I truly believe he loved me, no doubt. I know for a fact he did. Now, I don't know what that nut gonna say today, but because he could still be holding on to your stories. And I'm saying that to say, when a person lies sometimes, they'll stick to that lie. They'll stick to a lie, even when you have proof. That ain't nothing but a fool. So you know the type of person you're dealing with. Okay? And I think I did a video about lying. If I did, I'm gonna do it again. But you're gonna have people come across that's just gonna make you think you crazy. And you know for one moment your behind is not crazy. You know your ass was there. You know? You was a part of what I was a part of. You was in what I was in. You was with me. But you don't know me. You know, it's just you're going to deal with things that just not going to make sense. You're going to have people come into your life that you know they got to be a bona fide fool. But that is just what you're going to experience. It's foolery sometimes. But, you know, I took myself off a tangent for a minute right there. But anyway, I just wanted to say that real quick. But in that section, in that area of love, your love and loving someone has a lot to do with your connection. Your connection, your time, the respect, your chemistry, the intimacy, your communication. You know, those things are so important, and especially being friends. He and I, at that time, I thought and felt like he was my best friend. We had a wonderful relationship because, like I told you earlier about the book, we talked 6 months before we ever went out on a date. So we were truly friends. We connected and had a greater bond. You got me? So, of course, by this time, I'm heads over heels into this relationship, truly enjoying him and enjoying what we have. Okay? So, by the time Arab Love happened, he and I had been involved a year. So I don't know what that nut telling people, but we was involved for a year by this time, okay? And when you get into the book on that section, and it's not long because I'm just talking about love and you're talking to someone and understanding a connection with someone via phone and how they can you truly then realize you truly love this person. Just at that moment, or that's just that phone call. And what happened going forward, you thought would never. You got me? So I just hope you get the book and read it. I think it's a great little enjoyable book to read about what I experienced with my relationship with Micheal Jordan. So I just wanted to quickly go into the chapter and talk about the Arab Love and how, what is love and what's being in love. But I'll get more in detail about that and give you more detail, because I think that should be a good conversation to help those to understand that there's a major difference. And once you understand the difference, you'll understand the people that you're loving and who is loving you. Okay? So thank you for joining me. Again, if you need help and consultation, go to the link below. Reach out, set up an appointment. I would love to help you with any issues you may have. Thank you for following and liking and sending me your comments. I greatly appreciate it. I look so forward to helping you on this journey of love and relationship and finding love, getting love, and just enhancing love. So thank you for being a part of Love Dr. Pamela Smith. I will see you soon. Take care.